to their concerns. Ladies and gentlemen, with your help, activism, small dollar contributions, and some phone banking, please help me in welcoming a true progressive champion, your next congressional representative from CD7, the one and only.
Thank you. You know, you gotta hear Nina out. Good people of New Jersey, my fellow revolutionaries, thank you all for being here. Now, they gotta hear us throughout the state of New Jersey. When Nina gets back to DC and Ohio, they gotta say, yeah, we heard them in New Jersey. So I got a few questions for y'all, and after each and every single one of them, I wanna hear you say people. Ready?
Right.
Who do we put above profits?
People!
Who do we put above polluters?
People!
Who do we put above politics?
People!
Who do we fight to protect?
People!
And we believe in a government that is truly of, by, and for?
The people!
That's what democracy sounds like. This is what a revolution looks like. Again, my fellow revolutionaries, my name is Peter Jacob. I am the son of immigrants. I am the son of small business owners, a social worker right here in the Garden State. And I'm running for United States Congress in the Fighting 7th District. You see, when Senator Sanders said, enough is enough, everybody could do that, that we need a democracy and an economy that works for each and every single one of us, and it takes a political revolution to make it happen. They smeared it. They laughed at us. They scoffed at us. They said, a revolution is too radical. It won't happen. Stop being a romantic. It's impossible. Did they forget? Did they forget that we threw a tea party for the British oligarchs and monarchs? Did they forget that we overturned and brought down plantation owners and the robber barons in this country? Did they forget a president by the name of Franklin Delano Roosevelt took to task the 1% whom he called the economic royalists and ran them out of town? Who created the Great Depression? Same folks who created the Great Recession today? Did they forget? I think so. I think so. But we stand here today in solidarity to remind them. To remind the Koch brothers, the Mercers, the Adelsons, the Bezoses. To remind Big Pharma, Big Telecom, Big Oil, and the big banks. To remind the Trumps that this is a government that is truly of, by, and for the people. Folks, the problem that fundamentally exists is that we have conceded to the wealthiest folks in our country. And power concedes nothing except the fear and disruption of the status quo. We have surrendered our freedoms and democracy to ExxonMobil, to Walmart, to Wall Street. And the battle to retrieve our democracy and freedom is called a political revolution. And we are fighting to do that today. This is not just a rally, this is a call to action. Because we care about the future of our nation. We care about our children and grandchildren and those who come after us. If you care about America, you care that there are those who work 2 or 3 jobs. The fact that wages have been stagnant for the past 34 years. That your income not only determines how you live, but if you live at all.
Yes.
It's time we put an end to that. We are not just fighting for a $15 minimum wage, but we need a federal jobs guarantee in our nation once more. Let's not build bridges between nations, let's build bridges between nations, not walls. If you care about America, you care that medical bills are the leading cause of bankruptcy in the wealthiest country in the history of the world. And I've seen my clients as a social worker, Margaret, what are you doing cutting your pills in half? I can't afford my medication. It's either between food, rent, or cutting my pills in half.
Wow.
Enough is enough for that. We stand in solidarity today to claim clearly that we believe in a Medicare for all single-payer healthcare system. And GoFundMe should not do more than the government does to serve its people.
Yes.
If you care about America, you care about the climate crisis, you care that there are those who pollute our land, air, and water, and we taxpayers bail them out through subsidies in the billions of billions every single year. We will put an end to that. We will ensure, right here in New Jersey, we bring back the investment to put people to work because we could tap into offshore, onshore, solar, geothermal, tidal, you name it, we could do it here. They call it the Garden State. Let's live up to that name and turn it green. If you care about America, you care that the NRA and the gun lobbyists care more about profits than the lives of children and want to ruin families. We will make it clear, and we will put an end to the nonsense we see every single day in our nation, that our lives, our right to live, is far greater than anyone's claim to a weapon of mass destruction. If you care about America, let's take it a step further. You care that we drop bombs on nations we will never visit, on children no different from our own in places like Yemen, in places like Iraq, and places like Gaza. Yeah, I said it. To put an end to the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex, the school-to-prison pipeline. And we will put an end to a system that pits working-class people, brown people, black people, Muslims, against fellow working-class police officers and law enforcement in this country. We will put an end to that system, and we will unite the 99 against the 1 greedy percent.
Yeah.
Gender equity, immigration, ensuring that all 11 million undocumented folks in this country, not just DACA recipients, not just DAPA recipients, but folks who came to this country for a better life because we bombed the hell out of those countries and stole their resources. Do you not expect them to come with it? To do any of those things, to end the drug wars, to legalize marijuana. That would be quite popular with people. To do any of those things, we got to get to the crux of every single issue, and that is the fact that money is corrupting our politics. If you care about America, you care that there is a tsunami of money that floods the pockets of politicians and drowns out every single one of our voices. We will put an end to that. We will get there and fight beside Senator Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard, Ro Khanna, Jim Keating, and I will make sure we pass a constitutional amendment that says corporations are our people, money is not speech. But folks, I gotta level with you. One thing that is not on our side that the original revolutionaries had is time. We do not have the luxury of time. The climate crisis. We're facing the 6th mass extinction. It's dismal. It's not going to wait for anyone. Nuclear holocaust and war waits for no one. The authoritarians and fascists, they are marching in the street and they wait for no one. We have to be the voice for the people. This is a struggle that will determine the future of America. We need you to get out and get active. We are 60 days to election. Every single phone call you make, every dollar you donate, every door you knock, every letter that you write in ink or on digital, every single family member that you speak to makes a world of a difference. Let them know what you saw today, because the political revolution starts right here at this moment and onward. No matter what party you are from, to speak up to truth and justice. See, there's a lot of folks who go out there and claim that they are for the people of this nation, yet give unlimited power to a president they consider mentally ill, to spy on us and drop bombs on nations. Right? They just handed the people who got you elected to office, and then in return, what do? You deregulate Wall Street again. Let's make it clear to them. We're not here for the house that they built. We're here for the land it was built upon. We are here to take take back the legacy on which that foundation was built upon. The New Deal, the Great Society, the Civil Rights Movement, what Eleanor Roosevelt fought for in the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We could do great things, but we must fight together. You must get involved. I'm encouraging every single one of you to run for public office, whether it is at the school board, whether it is municipal races, and especially what you heard today from county committee. We need to put those seats, take it back from the machine politics that care nothing about us. We need to stand up to elected power and the unelected power behind them.
That's right.
And we, the people, have the ability to do that. But every single revolution in history has great leadership. And today, we are honored to have a true patriot among us, a true American patriot, a national superstar, a progressive superhero. You may have heard of her from fighting for school children in Cleveland. You might have heard of her as an Ohio State Senator. And today, she stands with us as the president of Our Revolution. Let me welcome Senator Nina Turner.
You have to get my cape. It's funny, my son always says to me when I'm feeling the pressure of what I do, he says every superhero needs a villain. I got lots and lots of villains out there. Man, New Jersey, it's such a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. If all hearts and minds are clear, man, everybody that has been up here before you, before me, just did the daggone thing. I had to rewrite, my sister had to rewrite her notes. Everybody, universal thought in the house. Damn. Oh my God, everybody did the daggone thing. And I want to give a special shout out to Jim and Peter. They need this people power on the ground and other folks who are running for office, because my sister from the Working Families Party that talked about how important it is not for us to just be looking at the shiny object that is the Congress.
Yes, that's right.
But the way that we have lost ground in this country, take it from me, a sister that served in the Ohio legislature, in the Senate, where my Republican sisters and brothers didn't even need Democrats to come to the floor to have a majority to do the people's business. They could do without us because they had super majorities in both chambers. Take it from me that government that is closest to the people is the most important level of government. So we do need school board members. We need council members. I don't know what Sister Littlejohn is. We need folks running all over this country at all levels of government, because the way that we are going to create the progressive America that we are looking for is one school board member at a time, one city council at a time, one mayorship at a time, one state legislature office at a time, one governor's mansion at a time. That's what we need. Brother, I mean, you just did the daggone thing. Out of everybody that came out up here, the one who really took all the sister notes. Wow. So, like we would say in the black church, if all hearts and minds are clear, we are going to do this. But I want to thank, I got to thank all the organizers who put this together. Come on, let's give them a hand. They don't get all the glory and the praise, but they did this thing.
Right.
A shout out to all of the Our Revolution groups in and around this great state for your dignity, your determination, and your willingness to put in the work to create this people's revolution, not only in this state, but all across this country. I got to shout you out too. Eli wanted me to shout out the Bernie delegates in the house. Bernie delegates. and all that you had to endure at that non-democratic part of the convention. Thank you. And to Roger and Tony, a couple of them, I asked them, I said, what matters to you? They said income and wealth, justice. Thank you for that. We need more people to care about that. And as our dear brother laid out, that we do need our white progressives, and I am talking to my white sisters and brothers in this room, to understand the burden of race in this country.
Yes.
And that being poor is poor. No matter what walk of life you are from, no matter what your phenotype is, when you are poor, you are poor. But we need to recognize as a coalition of black, brown, white, red, yellow, the mosaic of humanity, we do need to come together and have a coming to Jesus meeting about the racialized nature of poverty. We can do all of that. I have met my sisters and brothers in rural parts of this country where most of the rural population is white, struggling every single day.
Wow.
And so we cannot, though, allow folks to divide us, but we cannot rewrite history either. We need to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us God, about the inequities in this country and the fact that if you are black, if you are brown, if you are red, that your struggle is a little greater. You see, there is a difference between equality and equity.
Well, yep.
We are fighting for equality, but in that fight for equality, we got to put a little equity in that thing. Because equity says that you may need a little more than me, and I'm willing to sacrifice to get it to you so that I can get you to equality.